Today we are making no-sew dog bandanas. So the first thing you need to do is go to your favorite fabric store and pick out some fabric, cotton or flannel. Then get in your favorite hot rod and go home and start cutting up your fabric. Here are the items that you will need.
Do you want that professional dog grooming look, but you can't afford the groomer? Or maybe your dog doesn't need to go to the groomer. Well, I am a dog groomer and I've been grooming for over 30 years, and this is my dog. He is a Shih Tzu Corgi mix. He's 15 years old and he is going to show you how to make your dog cute. I'm going to show you guys things that you can do on this channel without using a groomer, because there's lots of things that you can do at home. For instance, I have a doggy neckwear shop. I'm open on Sundays and I do walk-in nail trims and I sell dog neckwear. But you can make your own dog neckwear. And I'm going to show you today how to do it. Now, I make dog bandanas for all the dogs that are groomed here. I do slip over the collar. I do tie-on bandanas. I do bows. I do all kinds of stuff because I have a sewing machine. But if you don't have a sewing machine, I'm going to show you today how to make your own. This is a tie-on bandana. Obviously, it's sewn, but you don't have to sew it. It's very easy to make your own. I'm just going to show you how cute this guy is. All you need is some hot glue, some scissors, some embellishments. I put a flower on this one, and you need your dog. Now, you probably should wash them and make sure they're nice and clean and fluffy before you dress them up. Just makes them look better. But this ties on, and I'm going to show you how to do tie-on bandanas without a sewing machine. This guy is going to help us show you. Okay, everybody, get your hot glue gun or whatever glue that you want to use. I'm using Gorilla Glue and a Gorilla Glue gun. All right, let that heat up. Get your fabric out of your bag. I know you went shopping just like I did. I don't know if I'm allowed to say brands, name brands. If you know if I'm allowed to mention name brands on my channel, it seems like there's a lot of rules about what you're allowed to say or do. So anyway, you can probably guess where I went shopping, but I'm not going to show you. Anyway, so I got some iron-on patches and I got some roses. Look, I'm going to be cool today. We're going to do skulls, but you can do flowers. You can do, I don't know, what do you want to do? Sunflowers, diamonds, tacos, plaid, gingham, polka dots, cats, whatever you like. Like if your dog likes cats, make a cat bandana, right? But I'm going to be cool. Did you know most dogs are males? Hi, I'm up here. Most dogs are males. They are, because every time that I make dog bandanas, if I make an even number of female and male, I always run out of the male first. True story. So I'm assuming that most of you have male dogs. Always, always, always run out of male bandanas first. So, okay, so I have skull buttons. Yeah, I guess that's it. I thought I had 3 things, maybe not. Anyway, I'm going to use pinking shears to cut, just because pinking shears have the jagged edge, because that will help it not fray. Like if you use straight scissors that are just straight, they'll just fray up in a couple of days. I'm not saying this won't fray, but at least it'll last a little bit longer if you cut with pinking shears. Okay. So I got 2 yards. I don't know why, but I did. So all you have to do, I don't know if you have a table or something. Actually, you probably have 1 dog. But I, at one time, had 15 dogs. I'm down to 3. And I'm a dog groomer, so I always make tons of bandanas at the same time. Really don't know why I got all this. I'm just going to show you actually 2 sizes or 3 sizes. I worked at PetSmart for 8 years, and this is all we did. Sometimes we got like professional bandanas sent in, but normally we just bought it by the yard and we just cut it. Because trust me, we went through a lot of dogs a day. Also, I forgot to mention, you have your gun, your hot glue gun heating up, but you also need to heat up. I don't know if you can see my iron. I'm sure you know what an iron is, but you need to heat up your iron too. Because if you have iron-ons, which I got iron-ons, we're going to need this hot. Let that heat up. Okay, so fabric comes by the yard. So what you're going to do, because this is really long, I got a couple yards here. On the short side, you see how this is laying? It's hard to explain, but you're just going to take this corner, fold it over. Okay, and there's your big bandana right there. Now, just cut it along right there. Okay, now you're just going to cut it along that angle.
And for the smaller bandana, just fold that one in half. And just cut along that seam.
Okay, so now we have 2 sides, but we still we have a small and a large, right? But we still have to go ahead and just cut this edge here because that's still folded together. So we're just going to cut this. And we can do 3 sizes. We can do an extra, extra small. Because sometimes if you have like a little Yorkie or a little Chihuahua, you need an itty bitty little bandana. So you can take the one that's already small. You can take that and cut it in half, make a really small bandana. Okay, so we have a teeny tiny, this won't fit many dogs, but it will fit a couple. Every once in a while I get one that's so small that I have to cut these in half. So that's good. So this will be like a Shih Tzu or something like that. And this one will fit a Labrador, as long as it's not too big, So I will show you how I'm decorating them. Also, another thing to keep in mind, a lot of these patterns on the fabrics, they face one direction. So like if you get dog bones or like tossed dog bones that are going every direction, it's better because then you don't have to worry. Like when we do this bandana, all these skulls are going to be upside down. I mean, I don't care. I'm just saying. That's something to keep in mind. Like if you get something that is like they call it a tossed pattern. Like these paw prints are tossed. They go in every different direction. That's probably better. It doesn't matter how you cut them. It's still going to look good. Where these are going to be upside down. Okay, so we're just going to fold it over. 1, 2, 3. I mean, you can iron it if you want. Actually, I'm going to. Hold on. You can spray a little starch if you want it to be a little stiffer. You can just spray that. Or you can totally skip this. It doesn't matter. But if you're giving it to somebody and you want it to look nice, you can iron it. Okay, so this is going to be for a boy dog, and he's going to be very cool with skulls, right? Sugar skull. I'm just going to put that right there in the middle, and I'm going to cover it with a piece of fabric just for safety purposes. I'm going to hold this on for 15 seconds. Read your directions. I'm just winging it. I'm just ironing the other side. I think it says for about 20 seconds on this side. How easy is that? There's a cool bandana. My little Shih Tzu is going to model it for you. Don't you worry. Let's keep going. I got my cool little sugar skull buttons. I'm going to use my wire cutters just to snip the back off because we don't need that. We're just going to glue it. I'm going to put this on the itty bitty little, I'm just going to call it a Yorkie bandana because that's about all it's going to fit. Unless you have you could have a newborn puppy that it would fit. I'm going to go ahead and iron it just so it looks better. This is my dog bandana shop. I sell dog bandanas on Sunday, and I do walk-in nail trims. All right. Put a little crease in this. I'm going to have to give this to one of my lucky customers. Okay, I'm just going to hot glue this right in the center. How cute is that? Can you imagine if you were a breeder and you had puppies and they came to pick up the puppy and they had one of these on? I mean, that would be adorable. Not everybody likes skulls, but that's okay. They can take it off. It's not permanent. Okay, now we are going to bling out the large bandana. I thought these red flowers would really look good against the black. How pretty are these? All right, so I'm going to go ahead and iron it too. Like I said, it's not necessary, but I'm just doing it for the video. Fold it maybe 3 or 4 times, depending on how big your dog is. Come on over to your iron. Just iron it flat. Got to remember though, if you leave this too long, it will fold up. It does that. You know how they flip up? It kind of does this on the end, just because it's so thin. I mean, this will only look good for a couple days, and then it just gets kind of raggedy looking. But that's just me because I know I've been doing this so long. You probably wouldn't even notice. It'll last you probably a couple weeks without looking too bad. Or, I mean, some people don't like, things around their dog's neck, which makes perfect sense for safety reasons. Like if you put them in a crate all day when you're at work, which you shouldn't do anyway, but if you do, don't leave anything around their neck. This is just for human entertainment. That's what I always say. It's for human entertainment, so they're cute. Like if you take them somewhere, if you take them on a walk, if you take them to PetSmart, wherever you take them. But don't leave these things on 24 hours a day. Now you can do slip over the collar bandana. And that is pretty safe because it just goes over your collar. Okay, we are going to use, what should we use? I don't know. Yellow? I think yellow probably looks best on black. Just going to cover it up and iron over it, putting a piece of fabric over it. Make sure it's straight. Don't forget to turn your iron off. That is too cute. Look at that. All right, let's go back to the table and glue some stuff on here. Okay, so I'm going to put a flower there and a flower there. Going to hot glue it on. Now, I'm just going to give these to my customers with their groom for free. Seriously, how cool is that? Before my glue gun really cools off, I don't know, this one is so fancy. This one looks plain, so I'm going to have to add something. Maybe I'll put some red on this too. You can decorate them with anything. There's all kinds of ways to decorate them. You can use fabric glue and just sprinkle glitter over it and then write their name on it too. All right. How about we got a little small one over here. Put a little red one there. Work fast before my glue dries. And we'll just put one up here. If you have kids, your kids might want to make it. It'll probably be fun. How's that? And let's put one little diamond on this one. Well, we'll do green. We'll put it right down here. All right, I have a volunteer. This guy wants to model some bandanas for you. Or one. He is going to be the smaller size, not the extra small, but he is going to be the regular small. All right, so let's take his collar scrunchie off. I made this for him. It's just got elastic inside. Isn't that cute? I got a video on that if you want to see how to make them. Just like a regular scrunchie. Okay, I'm going to hook him to this so he doesn't try to jump when I reach over to get these bandanas. You stay right there. Okay, so let's go over these one more time. We got the extra, extra small, and I do have a Yorkie coming tomorrow, so I'm probably going to put this on her. It could be for a girl. It's got pink. Tough girl. And he's going to model the regular small. There we go. Seriously? You know it's cute. There we go. Just tie this on. It fits this size perfectly. I mean, if you have a really, really, really big dog, this is not going to fit your really big dog, but I can do a video on how to make collar bows, and then you won't have to worry about having a large bandana. You can just put a bow on their collar. But for now, this is all we got. How cute is that? All right. Thanks for watching. End of the video. Go pick out your fabric and make your dog beautiful.